Guys, so I am, first off, sorry in advance for the lower quality. I had to find out a way where I could get the message to you clearly, even if that means that, the quality is a little lower. I'm also doing this towards the end of the day, so this sunlight, even in my sunroom, is still limited. I live in a very shaded area, love trees, so that's what that's about. Also, this is for empaths and highly sensitive people. However, if you don't kind of carry that name with you, or maybe you just want to watch this because you kind of want to understand a person in your life that is highly sensitive, intuitive, see what they're up to, then, first kudos to you, because a whole lot of people don't bother to try and understand what this gift is. And if maybe you don't know that that's a gift of yours just yet. So anyway, since I kind of have a limited, supply of light, I am going to get started on the reading. Feel free to like and subscribe, as well as I have my Instagram and webpage below. Instagram was the big place where I blogged first, so I'm still getting the habit of blogging on my website as well. So, there's that. This is for all signs. This isn't really based in signs at all. This is a message for those who are really feeling the energies right now. And I thought it was the perfect time to do it because the veil is so thin. It's almost Samhain, Halloween, whatever you celebrate. Those are my animals. I don't know why they beat up the door while they're beating each other up. I don't know. But anyway, my fur babies. So anyway, we're going to get into the reading. Now, this is for November. I will be doing these monthly. And I did do one once before, but it had similar issues to some of my other videos with the sound. Found out it was more of the app than it was anything. And I am getting a mic. It just hasn't come in yet. But I'm sure it'll be in soon enough. So anyway, we're going to, let spirit guide us right now. No matter what you believe, these can resonate with you. I believe that we all, despite what we may, our quote-unquote faith or whatever, or any belief system we have, or even if we don't, that these could resonate with you. So anyway, let's get started. This is for empaths, highly sensitive, November 2018. Wow. There we go. So we have the Three of Wands, the Ace of Coins, and the Lovers. So, I was rewatching my other video, and these cards came out. So it looks like we're going to be getting the same message today. So what I'm seeing here is we are, with the Three of Wands, it seems like we're kind of letting the universe do its thing in our life. God, whatever, like I said, whatever you believe, whatever resonates with you, children. And looks like we're watching certain things unfold right now. Please excuse them. Hey, that's enough. Sorry. So, but we're watching things unfold before us. With the Ace of Coins, that could be money. I feel like a lot of us are kind of tapping into our, like this entrepreneurial, did I say that right? Energy. That's what's going on. As well as with the Lovers, we're manifesting all kinds of good shit into our life. we're manifesting love, we're manifesting things in our exterior. It's just all coming together. However, it looks like with the 6 of coins right here, it was reversed. So I feel like some of us are kind of, and this is, you know, I feel like this is just the general energy for a lot of people. We're pushing ourselves and pushing ourselves. And I know that we have goals in mind, but we can't put ourselves last, especially right now with all of what we're manifesting, and we're kind of just letting the universe do its thing. We're surrendering and we're just kind of allowing things to happen in our lives. But there is this imbalance sort of that we need to be aware of, that, you know, life is an equal give and take, even to ourselves. That's what I'm getting with this in reverse, is that it's not so much dealing with another person, and you could be dealing with a lover, family member, friend, whoever. You're dealing with somebody that the scales aren't even. It's not an even give and take. But I feel like this is more for us, that we are in the pursuit. We understand that it is our job to surrender and let the universe do its thing. But I think there's a part of us that still wants to take control. And that's normal. That's natural, because we're seeing all these wonderful things happen for us, and we have the Wheel of Fortune here to clarify the Ace of Coins, Pentacles, whatever, you know, whatever you want to go with. But we have the Wheel of Fortune. So there are wonderful things happening in our favor. Sorry, that was me being clumsy. Let's try and clarify the Lovers. But we have to understand that we have to have the strength to not take control of what's going on. You know, if we're going to surrender to the universe, then we need to surrender. And that means, I understand with us being who we are, you know, being an empath, unless you know how to ground yourself, unless you understand your shadow side and you've kind of made friends and, like I say a lot of times, have tea with your shadow side. I'm going to put a light right here next to me. Hopefully I don't set my life on fire. I trust. Surrender, right? So, and I am a little different in these readings, by the way. Like, my whole energy is just shifted from my normal self because of the love I have for everyone, but especially my highly sensitive people, fam. We feel a lot, and a lot of people kind of give us a hard time about it. So this is a safe place where we can just relax and accept that this is a gift and it's not a curse. So let's stick together in this. But yeah, we need to have the strength to not take control, especially with, yes, and our defenses are down. We're done doing this on our own. We're done, you know, taking control. We're like, you know, universe, do your thing. Whoops, didn't hit the candle, but I hit my sage. So, you know, we're like, universe, do your thing. Do your thing. Do what you will with me. And I'm just going to let these blessings flow into my life. And these things that I want to manifest, I'm going to let them happen to me and for me. So, like I see here, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. This tells me that's our overall energy. We don't necessarily give up, but we definitely just throw our hands up, like, you do you. But there's still that struggle to control. Ooh, okay, hello. Excuse me. Gonna grab this. So I feel like with these cards that came out and as clarifiers for these, what I'm seeing here with the Page of Wands in reverse, if we try to take control, it's going to suffocate our creativity. It's going to it's going to suffocate our ability to manifest, our ability to focus, our ability to just kind of know what we want because we're so scatterbrained on how to get it. When really all we are meant to do is to kind of just let shit happen. That doesn't mean, sit on your ass and don't do anything, but it means, what you can't control, don't try to control it. Allow God, the universe, to take it and do work, their own magic. Let your guides keep you calm. And then I see here with Ace, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the Ten of Cups. This is ultimate fulfillment. This is love. This is family. This is something that everybody wants, I think, at the end of the day. And I feel like we forget that. The wheel is turning in our favor. This Ace of Pentacles, aces, they're about new beginnings, solid beginnings, especially with Pentacles, because it's earth energy. So we could be dealing with an earth sign that may offer us, or we could build this life with, or it could just be that this is the energy we're taking on. But I see that there are just wonderful things coming our way for November. And then we have the Lovers card. Now, with these two cards, this is love and friendship. So if, with Venus coming out of retrograde, I believe it's November 16th, that with that, we might enter something with someone. Or at least we're contemplating about it now because we're manifesting this fulfilling life, and everyone wants love. And then we have the Strength to clarify. We have the Queen of Wands, could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be a woman just because it's a queen. It could be a man. Like I said before, genders don't apply. This is just the energy that the person embodies. A very loving, warm, exciting, adventurous, passionate person. But with the Strength card, another message that I'm getting here is to hold on. And it's more than just the Nick Jonas Brothers song. Okay? I mean, if you like that song, I thought it was all right. But with the Lovers card, here's the thing. The Lovers, this is a relationship that will challenge you. It may not have to do with each other so much. It could be because you guys will reflect each other. You guys are going to have to learn how to come out of your ego. And that's just a message that's flowing through me. And it's going to take some strength, especially with obstacles such as things outside of yourselves and each other. But, this is a very passionate connection. This is what we've been manifesting. This is what's going to keep a relationship alive. And even the times, I do want to point out that a relationship doesn't always have to be super passionate. It doesn't always have to be, I guess you could say, dramatic. I know personally, I'm really chill with just, having a good time, just relaxing and watching Netflix or documentaries, eating food. That's awesome. But I feel this connection is going to call for a little more patience within us. It's going to call for a little bit more strength within us, because this is stuff that we're manifesting, and it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen right away. But we do need to sometimes put a little bit more effort into just kind of doing our own thing, and like I said, letting this stuff manifest and come and as it's supposed to. Yeah, it's a very passionate relationship, and like I said, it could be a certain sign, but these are just things. It's really strange because right here, and I would show you if I could move my camera without it turning some stomachs. We have the Wheel of Fortune right smack in the center of this reading. So with Major Arcana, if you're not aware, with Major Arcana, this is something that... Sorry, I saw something, but I'm not going to say what it is. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore it. No, I'm not going to acknowledge that. Not one bit. So anyway, it's right smack dab in the middle. And with Major Arcana, it's something that is going to happen regardless of what your fears may tell you, how much you want to try and control the situation so that you know what's up because you don't like surprises. Who truly, I mean, unless it's something like a gift or whatever, who truly wants surprises, honestly? Who likes that? Not a whole lot of people. Not a whole lot of people I know. So, but that's going to suffocate our creativity. It's going to suffocate our ability to manifest. We might as well make this a Samhain like reading or something because I have candles here and the lighting is just so... Anyway, but this is something that's going to happen regardless. And what I'm feeling with the Lover's card, listen, I've felt so weird this entire Venus retrograde because I have avoided, personally, I'm just going to share this with you guys. I have avoided romantic feelings for the longest time. I was just so done. I wasn't mad at love, and I had to learn that. I wasn't mad at love. I was mad at what I allowed people to do to me. So I had to learn to forgive myself and forgive those people because, I mean, there's certain things that, are uncalled for, but I had to understand that I allowed certain things to happen and happen for way too long. And I had to forgive myself for that. But regardless of that forgiveness, regardless of that epiphany, so to speak, my heart completely closed it off. I was just like, no, you know what? I've been working on myself. I'm just going to keep working on myself. And completely put off my romance. Everybody, was getting married and whatnot and having babies and stuff like that. And I have a daughter. But I just kind of was like, I don't know. I had to come to some conclusions about what I wanted. And I feel like that's what a lot of us are doing. But even though we know what we want, even though this is like a manifestation of what we want, we're still like blocking it. We're trying to control shit. Right side up, this card is about knowing that we're caged. But it looks like some of us don't understand how we are hindering our progress because we're not willing to face, and what I'm really getting right now is we're not willing to face some of our fears. We're not really willing to face some of our shadow because we think we've got it. We think that we figured it out. And the reality is that we haven't. And these certain fears, especially what I'm feeling right now, it's definitely in the heart chakra. There's just a fear of being let down, not necessarily by a person, but by life in general, especially with this empath sometimes. Because of us picking up energy like left and right, that we kind of attract negativity as well. If we're not careful, if we don't know how to protect ourselves, if we don't know how to clean our aura, so to speak, our vibe, we can really attract some bad shit. And then if we don't face some issues of our, that involve ourselves, that's also something that can hinder us. But I feel like some of us really need to get real with ourselves and heal this part of ourselves and really figure out why it's such a problem. And I'm feeling this a lot with the Lover's card. I keep going back to it. And it could just be because of Venus retrograde, but I really feel like it's something way deeper than that. So I'm going to clarify why we have this Two of Wands in reverse. Clarify the Two of Wands. What do you have to say about the Two of Wands? Because where I placed it, it was right in front of the Ten of Cups. So this thing that we're literally just setting aside, you know, and not facing is keeping us from the ultimate fulfillment that we've always wanted. And I made a post. There was a random thing, like quote that came up in my Pinterest feed. Usually what comes up in my Pinterest feed, it has a lot to do with like the craft, you know, but it also, I get a lot of quotes. But there was one from C.S. Lewis that I posted on my Instagram, and the link is below. It's very recent. Pretty much about trapping your heart and locking it up to protect it. And in reality, you're just hurting yourself, and you're keeping yourself from some of the most beautiful experiences of your life out of fear. Fear and fear alone. There's no other reason why, I'm going to light a few more candles, why we do this to ourselves besides fear. And I get it. Like, I used to be really, really reckless, so to speak, with my heart. I didn't take care of it the way I felt it needed to be taken care of. There we go. That's so much better. It's going to be a long reading, you guys. Wish I did that earlier. But anyway, I'm just going to do a few more cards. I would like to clarify this reverse Two of Wands, Spirit. What is this Two of Wands? Ooh, too many cards. What is this Two of Wands, Spirit? Because I would really like to kind of be able to help those. There we What did I say? What? God. Guys. Okay, so Two of Cups. That is another love card. We have literally all the love in this. We even have the Lovers. This, to me, and I said this 1,000 times, this is better than, this is soulmate. This is like someone who is that person that just stirs something within you and you don't even know why. You have no logical explanation. You're just kind of like, it's just there. It is. It's just there. And I don't know what the hell to do. So, and I feel like that's, but for some reason, a lot of us are not facing that we want this, or we're not facing that we're actually afraid of this. Hold a candle to this bitch. Holy shit. I kept looking at that Lovers card. Yeah, some of us are refusing this into our lives because we're afraid. Whether we grew up with parents that split, or we grew up believing that it's going to hold us back. Because with her being in the cage, I'm really seeing that that's a fear for a lot of us. And as empaths, you know, we feel all the things, and it is normal to want freedom because we have this gift. Yep. We have this gift that sometimes is hard to understand, you know, and we just want to break. So we really, when we get in a relationship, we understand how much we can give of ourselves and what that might mean. And that kind of scares us. That scares us from, it's just scary. And I understand. I really do. It's ridiculous. And we don't, look guys, if you have someone in mind and they're not noticing, or you don't want them to notice you, I feel like with this showing up and the Ten of Wands and the Justice card, I really feel the message I'm getting is you justify this because not so much that you like the conflict, but that you're used to the conflict. You're used to not being recognized. You're used to having to fight to be recognized. You're used to having to fight to get this, to even get anything close to this, which, by the way, I really feel like a lot of us don't really understand this Two of Cups relationship yet. We don't understand what that's about. You know, maybe we felt like we weren't worthy of love. You know, empaths, you know, attract narcissistic people. They attract people who need healing. And if we're not protecting ourselves, you know, we can seriously get hurt. And for some of us, we really have gotten hurt. Or we have experienced things in our lives that keep us from wanting this. You know, we don't want to feel trapped. We don't want to feel tied down. We're afraid to love again, whatever. And we're not recognizing that the very thing we want the most is also what we fear, and vice versa. I really feel like this is what we really want that. You know, we'd really like to know that since we give so much and we pick up so much, we really would like to know that there's someone who's going to have our back. And with this, with the Justice, the Ten of Wands, it's very literal right now. There's no hidden meaning with this Justice card. You know, sure, balancing the mind and the heart, but you justify not having this connection or going for it because you think it's going to be a fight, or you're going to have to fight to even be recognized by this person. You know what? Sometimes yeah, maybe they're in a relationship. I don't like saying that this is a third party situation because we ain't even there yet, honey. And if you're already in a relationship, this could be the energy of that relationship. You're kind of afraid to be loved in return, or you're kind of skeptical about that love. You're kind of thinking on it. But with the Ace of Coins, this is something new. And with the Three of Cups here, you know, you can be in the company of your friends and a family, and that's what I call you guys, is a family. Friends who are family, you know, a chosen family. They'll tell you the truth. They'll let you know what you deserve. As well as understand that that kind of company is way different from the Two of Cups company. We don't have to have this to be complete. But if this is what we want to manifest into our lives, we have to allow it in. And I feel like with the Three of Cups, someone's having a divine masculine come in, or an Aries, whichever. Then we have the Emperor card. So with this, I really do feel if you're a divine masculine, like I said, don't get caught up in gender. You could be a woman and resonate with the divine masculine a hell of a lot more than the feminine. But if you're a divine masculine, you know, you're really coming into your personal power and you're becoming who you need to become so you can manifest this into your life. When did this turn into a love reading? Anyway, the reason why, you know, but this is what's going on with empaths. I feel like we have learned to master our emotions, and we're learning to walk away from things that no longer serve us and stop being, I'm just putting that there. That's a lot better. Stop being so defensive, and we're learning to surrender. And of course, we're having trouble with control issues, and that's fair. But we're recognizing that. But I feel like the big message here is really take a look at your blockages. And for a lot of us, it's not recognizing that the reason why we feel the way we do about certain things that we're trying to, you could have a Taurus coming into the picture, or could be in the picture right now. You could be a Taurus, But here's the Hierophant. That's higher learning. That's marriage. That's tradition, you know? And with it right side up, I'm not saying you want a traditional life. You could actually want the opposite of it. But maybe it's time. Another thing that I'm getting is maybe it's time to start your own tradition, you know? Start your own process of elevating. This masculine energy with the Hierophant coming out right after it very well could be an Aries or a Taurus coming in. Maybe they want to enter through friendship first. That's actually more of a Taurus thing. You know, I feel like that's a good foundation to build a relationship on. I've actually read articles about how that's a bad idea, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, shut up. Because, I mean, we have best friends and lovers in this reading. So I feel like one of the biggest things we want to manifest is someone to share this life with, share this physical realm, share this new beginning with, and grow with them. Not just when things are great, not just when things start to really blow up and life starts to be super easy. No, this is a person that we're going to grow with. We want someone to share this with. And if you're already with someone, I feel like the energy with the new beginning and the Wheel of Fortune and things turning, you might have to make a decision, but you're about this person, but you're just surrendering to it. You're like, whatever happens, happens. Try not to, I already told singles pretty much, but try not to justify the fighting. Try not to, can you see it? Don't justify the fight. Don't try to fight to be seen by somebody. Let it happen. Another thing that I'm getting here that I'm just kind of feeling right now is if you are, action. It'll fall out if it's meant to. If you're waiting to communicate with somebody, this is a new beginning for a lot of us. It's new. This is new. This is new shit. The Ace of Wands. Isn't that ironic? That's in front of a flame. But, you're coming out of this stronger. You've gone through refining fires. You have already done your work on yourself, and you're going to forever continue that work on yourself as an empath, as an intuitive, as a healer, as a person. You're always going to work on that with yourself. You're not going to lose yourself. This person won't allow you to lose. You could be dealing with a Virgo as well. So, with the Hermit and the Ace of Wands, I feel two choices. And this goes back to exactly what I was going to say. You have the choice to, sure, it's good to self-reflect. Maybe we already have. And it's time to go for what we want to go for. You can approach it in friendship. That will lead to something beautiful. Divine masculines, if you're watching this, you're here. I see you. And your intentions for this person or whatever's happening is at the forefront of your mind. Don't doubt it. Whew. So there's that choice. We can keep reclusing and just kind of hope that everything works out, or look within and then reach for it. But I really feel like this is saying, hey, you've done the work. And if you're a cross watcher, roles could be reversed, but I really feel like if you're a cross watcher too, it could be that you're trying to kind of know how to make a move, maybe towards someone who's intuitive. I don't know. But this is a general reading, so this won't resonate with everyone. I probably should have said that in the beginning. but hopefully people understand that that's what a general typically is. I am just getting a little bit more guidance. You know, this was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. From Spirit, we're going to get a little bit more guidance. This is the Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. She wrote Light is the New Black and Rise, Sister, Rise. If you haven't read those books, I highly recommend them. So the first card we have is Seeding the Light, Laying Foundations for a Divine Plan. Woo, Anna, grandmother of Jesus. That card is perfect for this. So some of us it's already manifesting into our reality, or we're laying the groundwork for it to come to fruition. And we're just kind of surrendering. We're letting go and letting God. I mean, that's a saying I hear a lot. If you don't like to say God, you're just kind of surrendering to what's happening. You're still taking action. You're still doing your thing. But, you know, you understand that you can't be in complete control. And that's a beautiful place to be. So Spirit, what else do you have to tell us? Sorry, there's someone. There we go. Keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So you are being divinely guided. You are being divinely taken care of. I think I have a trick-or-treater, you guys, and I don't have any candy. Oh no. Anyway, I'm just gonna finish this up. You are not alone. You are divinely guided. So just keep that in mind. I'm so sorry, you guys. I feel so bad. But anyway, longing for a home, belonging, the original light workers. So this is us. This is us, you guys. I think that's what this 10 of Cups represents the most, is that we are longing to belong somewhere. As light workers, we're longing to find a home. And home is where we are. You know, home is within us. And gosh, I'm so sorry this is so long, you guys. But surely if you're this far, you're enjoying it. But anyway, this energy, I feel it to my core. Sometimes I just feel like I don't want to feel so alone. That if I am to manifest this life, this new beginning, the wheel turning, love, abundance, and all this shit, it's just like, if I'm going to be with somebody, or I'm going to be somewhere, or I'm going to go into a certain career, I want it to feel like home. You know, and the way we're going to manifest that into our lives is by knowing it's already within us, and knowing that we're not alone in this, that what we're creating in our life is divine. And then we have transformation, and it fell. We have transformation here. So this is something that is going to take some serious, like I said, groundwork. It's going to take some serious diving deep and, you know, going with the tide and going with the stream rather than fighting the current, going with the current instead of fighting it. So anyway, my loves, that is your reading. I'm so sorry for all the interruptions. My apologies. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, especially if it resonated with you. Leave a comment below of maybe some of the stuff you're going through right now and how it resonated with you. My website is below. I am selling readings, very basic ones, but readings. And also, thank you guys so much for supporting me so far. If you've gotten through this entire video, I thank you for all the kind words and all the support. My fellow empaths, just understand that this is a gift of yours. And I understand that sometimes when we're manifesting stuff, it's hard because of our emotions. It's hard because of what we pick up with other people. But what you're wanting, this fulfillment, these new beginnings that are coming to you in November, they are completely what you have manifested for yourself. And know that even though it may be moving slow, even though it may feel like, when is this going to happen? Understand that this process is going to be completely worth it. And I love you guys, and I know how hard it can be, but there are some beautiful things coming in November. It's insane. So, anyways, I love you guys. I love you so much. You're beautiful. Thank you, and I will see you later.